Well, you know, it's always a good day to be better together, and the average working American spends a whole lot of time at work. In fact, a study from Gettysburg College estimates that your time at work can add up to 90,000 hours over your lifetime. That's why Children's Minnesota is hosting a new leadership summit to make sure workplaces in our state are safe places to be. So we've got the one and only James Burrows in the house. I'm so excited to have him. He's the Chief Equity and Inclusion Officer at Children's Minnesota. Thank you so much for joining us.
Alexis, thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Always. I always say I like when we get a little bit smarter in a small amount of time. Anytime I sit down with James, I always get smarter. So this will be good. So first, let's talk about employee resource groups, or ERGs as some people call them. What do those groups look like and what do they do?
So they used to be called affinity groups. So, and the simple answer is people who share an affinity. It could be race, religion, it could be something that they share in common, get together at work and say, hey, you know what, I have this in common. I want to be together with you and enjoy ourselves. Now they're employee resource groups or business groups because what employers realize is they're good for the business. So if you bring people together who are a like-minded situation, they can help you with employee retention, they can help you getting the word out in the community, they can help you partner with the community. So we have 8 of them at Children's Minnesota. We're bringing together a lot of other groups from different companies as well to kind of share the love.
Wow. It's interesting to me because so many people, I think about their companies in a linear way. But I think with the ERG groups, you're really getting a chance to emphasize and put more in depth things that are important, but a lot of times back in the day, they weren't really focusing on.
We are. So it's like, if you think about diversity, equity, and inclusion, which is a buzzword, some people think positive, some people think negative. But if you want that in your entire organization, your employees are the best way to do that. So when you infuse that into the different groups we talked about, they build their bonds together. And what they say is, you know what, if you want to learn more about our veterans group will teach other groups and employees about that. They just have recently awarded a Yellow Ribbon Award, which is exciting, from the Minnesota National Guard and the governor's office. And it makes sure that we're a place that's conducive to inclusiveness for veterans, military active personnel, and also their families about coming to work for Children's. And there's very few organizations who get that. Our employee research group led that. They did that work. So it's important that we infuse it into the organization and make sure that it's a part of the fabric of who we are at Children's.
Ooh, that makes me excited. Okay, so I know that you have a summit coming up. How have you seen these resource groups impact other companies in the area as well? Because I mean, this is something that's widespread.
It's kind of a common practice in employers that are doing this well, inclusion. But what we don't do is bring the employers together that often. So what we decided to do is about 10 different companies, and I won't mention the names of them because there's so many of them. If I forget one, I'm gonna get in trouble.
I know that's
So 10 different companies across industry, and we're bringing together the leaders of their ERGs with ours, and we're gonna have like a day-long ideation session. So we're gonna work at different workshop areas, talk about the value of the groups, why we do them, how do you measure success, what's the return on investment. We're gonna have the CEO of Delta Dental, Rod Young, do a kind of fireside chat about the importance of it from a business standpoint, and we're gonna have a post-workshop reception as well. The goal is twofold. One is to learn something in the day, a lot of information, but then build relationships. So when Pride happens next year and Children's is doing something, we're inviting the 7 other companies to work together with them. And for all of our groups, they'll come together and share the load and do some work together collectively and learn from each other throughout.
I love this so much, and thank you for really, taking the helm to educate others and provide a space, because that's how we all get better. This is exciting. I know I feel smarter. I hope you feel smarter too. And of course, we'll have more information about this program at KARE11.com/noon.